Hi Aquarius, if you want to come on in, have a seat. Here is your ink blot made in your name and essence. If you'd like to come on in, we'll scry a while. We're going to scry from this perspective, add on tarot and oracle, and we have the ghost box there for audio additions, receive or release freely. Aquas, as always, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. So I've had my crystal ball here cleansing. All right, I'm going to take a moment here, Aquas, if you'd like to join me. I'm seeing a lot of laughter right off the hop. Sorry, I'm going to get there, like looking at the big scope, like see his faces almost like with the tongue out. Okay, anyway, let's just take a moment here to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Thank you. Let's go. You were funny. I have my moments. It's a little chillier here today with the windows open, so excuse my comfort jogging suit. It's classic. All right, Aquas. I just heard that song. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. So it's like I'm seeing a tongue sticking out. I'm getting sibling vibes, Aquas. Or like really like soul sisters, soul brothers. Maybe you're part of a group or something like that, book club. I don't know what it is, but it feels like a lot of fun. It feels emotionally healthy as well. It's, you know, like the thing at the back of your throat, the dangly thing. That's what I'm seeing. But it's like, what is that now that I'm seeing? It's almost like some sort of pump. It's not like a bicycle pump, but it's along that lines. Maybe they're like back in the old day. They're like little hand pumps. And anyway, and it's like something's coming out and I'm speaking maybe hurts, but also passions. So, okay. Aquas, see, like you have like this excitable energy. It's like
Battle.
Lion's breath may also be helpful if you wander in that way. Okay, so it just said battle, but I want to acknowledge, like, I'm also hearing that in that red tongue. If there is anything that I'm battling against, the way that's like stuck at the back of my throat, like I want to say it, but it feels phlegmy or it feels caught, like something caught in your throat. And suddenly I want to like pull my hoodie away from me, like expose the throat. So there's the two rabbit holes where it feels very clearly. One is like the red of passion, and I'm speaking spells of what I want for myself, what I want for my soul. Maybe I'm admitting something. It's like what may have been stuck in the back there for a little bit. And it's like I can see a feather, like, you know, like in a cartoon, or maybe it's in real life, I don't know. You like tickle, and it's like, or it tickles the nose, and it's like, oh, and it makes the person sneeze. That's what I feel like is happening on one level. Like spirit is tickling the back of your throat just to say it, or like cough it up and claim it. Cough it up and claim it. Because it's something that you want to generate. Okay. And then on the other hand, or the other rabbit hole that I'm sensing is that there's if there's any sort of
Wonderful.
anger or resentments, speaking of, generations of family, maybe there's issues. And again, family being a big, broad word. Maybe it's your soul family or your spirit guides to your current incarnate family. Maybe just simply experiences you've been through, and it's like letting it out. Maybe you're going to therapy. Maybe you're talking it out with a group. Because I'm seeing that show, that's fun. People of Earth. And it's about like this group that meets to get together for Alien. It's a comedy. Hilarious. I think there's only 2 seasons anyway. It's like a sidebar.
Nicholas.
Nicholas, just came through. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, Nicholas. Hi, welcome. Come on in. We're here for the Aquarius Collective. That's what made me feel like, and they all get together and talk about their experiences about aliens. Now, it doesn't have to be like that, but in the spirit of therapizing through group or singular one-on-one, finding common people that won't, it's like speaking about something to someone that doesn't understand or doesn't care or doesn't believe you, or they're going to get defensive, whatever the case may be. So there's like spite there. So maybe if you're, working through some issues and maybe the audience or the person, that's not the right audience to receive the therapy or to help the healing at this time. So I feel like you're like with a group of people. Again, it could be like a book club. Just something along that lines, right? Like it doesn't have to be this massive rehab, but it could be that way. It could be that way just because. In a good way. Okay, sorry, all my cards are upside down. Hold on.
Core.
I'll get to those in a second. See, because there's like this higher self up here. I'm seeing it as a wolf.
Nobody knows.
Okay, this is like going on and on and on. I don't, typically in the sign readings, I'll just let the spirit box kind of go off because I don't know what it's in relation to or the context. Lessons, the someone's spirit messages, I'll interact a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm seeing this like a...
Turn it off.
Is it like Davy Crockett hat? But it's of a wolf, and it's a higher self wolf. Oh yes, and I have got a headlamp on. This wolf has a headlamp. I'm getting warrior vibes when I look at the totality of it. And interestingly enough, Aquas, as your ink blood is in the crease here, so they're not connected. It actually just means that there's space. So there could be space between you and what you want for yourself. And just simply claiming it, saying it will bring it together. Also in the fact that there could be a little bit of a separation with someone or something that you're, verbalizing. It's like verbal diarrhea. You just got to kind of talk it out, and so then you can grasp your own points. Like it's like saying everything and like blah, to get the emotion slightly detached from it, but it's like you gotta just spill it out and then start receiving. Does that make sense? But this higher self wolf might mean something to someone. What else is going on over there? Sorry, I'm slightly distracted. There's something leaving. I'm seeing a face here. It's being dispelled. There's 2 eyes and a mouth. It's not in the shape of anything. It feels like, I was gonna say a shadow, and I don't know why, because it doesn't make sense.
Open.
Why doesn't that make sense? And why do I suddenly feel like I need it to make sense? That's odd for me. So I'm going to take a moment here. It's like coughing out phlegm. Oh, that's helpful. So it is what it is. Thank you for holding space for me. In the show Solar Opposites, also about aliens, so interesting being here on Earth. Maybe this is a thing in the Aqua aura. And at one point in time, one of the alien dudes there's something special about this bullet, which is bringing me into like whatever's caught in your throat or something along that lines, symbolically speaking, of course. So anyway, he shoots it off, but like the bullet becomes conscious, and it's a cartoon, of course, and he calls home. He's like, Mom, I'm doing it. I'm fulfilling my role. I'm fulfilling my duty as a bullet. And he's like so excited. Do you know what I mean? And then there's like something else. What other show is it? It's another cartoon. I'm an eternal child. So there it is. Something about like a grape, and maybe it's Family Guy, or I don't even know what it is. It's not the point. And this grape is fulfilling its role, and it starts singing, and then it gets squished. So see, there's like two ways I'm seeing this, whatever this projecting of phlegm or projecting of what I'm speaking. And I don't mean projecting, like projecting it out, because I am speaking, but it's like coughing it up and claiming it and saying it. And one, it's like I'm fulfilling something just by saying it, by admitting it. And the other one, I feel like if I'm going to say it, I'm just going to get squished. So there's something about knowing my audience, because I'm very, very protected. Like, I'm protective. I'm protective. David Crockett might mean something to someone. I have 8 of Wands and the Empress. If those mean anything to you, you know the drill. Follow it first versus my yammerings. And then I have here Sage of Wands and the Man of Cups. The Surfer and the Seer. Harmony and the Empress. Aquas, if I didn't say so already, please do like, share, and subscribe. Later on, we'll flip this ink blot and we'll scry from the alternative perspective. And
Kimberly.
when I get a moment, I will absolutely do your shadow scry. I will do my best to get that done. Your bonus. Okay, sorry. This Surfer and the Seer. And it's bringing me back to when I saw that bullet. And it's like surfing through the sky. And it's seeing that it is... Maybe you need to give yourself some credit, Aquas. Because I feel like I'm clearing up and coughing up harmony. Anything. Oh, and I'm dressed to impress as well. I'm dressed to impress? And is there like a costume or some like lipstick? I'm dressed to impress. There's something about down in here in this blue hues. It's the Surfer. But I'm seeing the Surfer as the sky. I think it's spirit that's coming through to you. Specifically, a man who has passed. Yes, it is a man who has passed. He kind of follows you around. Not so close that it's kind of like Peter Pan in your shadow. So it could be your shadow aspect. But for others, there's a man in spirit. Okay, so follow whatever lead it may be. One, regardless, they're both there in concept. They're not overly close because they don't want to impede. Okay, and then when I come into the shadow aspect, like the Peter Pan style of seeing your shadow and capturing shadows, it brings me back to when I mentioned your ink blot's actually not connected because it's at the crease of the book or in one of the creases. And you might not feel like your shadow's connected because it's like actually on top. Or maybe I dispelled something and I said something in haste. And I feel like I just need to say it, and maybe I need to apologize to yourself and not have regrets about that. There's something I'm creating. There's something I'm creating in harmony and by words that I'm saying, even if it's an apology. Even if it's an apology, I am claiming it. I am sorry. I am authentically apologizing. I'm authentically apologizing.
Murdered.
Maybe the male in spirit was murdered. Condolences. Because I'm back to the man in cups. Okay, so this male, it's almost like the murderer got away, like wasn't caught. Okay, the soul is crossed over and was in peace. It's not but it's almost like there might be some part of the Aquarian energy, or this could just be a message for a few of you that are looking for the murderer, and they're helping you. They're covering 2 different grounds, and there's something about
Switch
up here again. Is it like the dream state? Is it? It's possible you might be getting messages in your dream, or like little clues that spirit is leaving you for things that they can see from his perspective. Taurus. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthly, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. Yeah, so maybe
Can you hear me?
This adventure... Yes, I can hear you, love. Can you hear me? Yeah, see, they're leaving little clues. Also, maybe this person left money or some change somewhere, like a coin or some sort of charm. Okay, for those that are not in that realm, oh, I'm being taken somewhere. Hold on. Your wolf is taking me somewhere. I'm drinking at like a pond. It's not always active. It's like I'm called in to be active. Active and defensive, protective. Of what okay. Yeah, it gets my okay, there's some aquas. This is what this is, sorry. In this defensive area, it's more protective really. It's because your sight is on fire. I feel like your intuition is nailing it. But maybe it feels a little tough to embody it because it feels slower. It's like all of this is going on. It's, you know, fierce and it's fast as it comes in. And then as it gets to the bottleneck of the throat, as it's being like embodied or downloaded, whatever we want to call it, right? It kind of gets stuck there.
Stupid.
So I want to cough it up. That's not a kind word at all. And then when I bring it down, it's almost like I'm getting heartburn trying to embody these big downloads. That's what it feels like, these big downloads. Aries, Sagittarius, and the seer. And now I'm back in the tongue.
You are funny.
Thank you. It feels impulsive, like sometimes you might have a sharp tongue in a reaction versus a response, because you're very powerful when you say things. So I feel like I really want to I'm sure you are already aware, Emperor is on the bottom. There's that Crusader feeling with I can't even remember the name anymore. It's fine. Sorry, I'm gonna bring this down for a hot mess minute here while I try and figure this out, because I'm in the tongue space. But my eyes are, who is that? You know, in the Muppets, is it Beaker? Is it Beaker? He's like, looks like a noodle almost. But he's got real hands as a puppet. Maybe no, it's not the chef guy. Okay, so I'm looking and I'm seeing a pink panther. This pink panther has a Tommy gun. Like Dick Tracy style Tommy gun.
Fight.
And it's in my eyes, but I'm seeing it like almost like, I'm going to say Mickey Mouse eyes, but it's just like the way they're drawn, very cartoonish. When something like lights up your eyes, whether I found something, I've seen something, I'm ready to defend or project my power. It's a very curious, there's a lot of power here with the Emperor and the Empress. Then there's something in my eyes. It's blended. It's blended with the light and dark, or the shadow and the shine aspect. So I have this peripheral perspective, but it's like, So there is this meter. I'm just going to say a meter. Okay.
Buried.
I'm going to get ready to close out here for Aquarius. The garden and the gate. If there's anything else that wants to step forward. Yeah, there's work being done in the background. Maybe something about the back of the head. Somebody else might have been in a relationship or gotten out of a relationship again. If this isn't yours, that's cool. Because I'm seeing that movie. I don't even know what it's called. No, but it's something to do with like it's a love story gone wrong. I think it's an 80s or a 90s movie. There's something about with an ice pick. It's like Sharon Stone. You're as cold as ice. Okay, closing out for Aquas. Thank you so much for being here. I'll do my best, like I said, to get your shadow scry out. I got a lot of adulting to do today. So, okay. On the bottom is the Angel of Balance. And the Angel of Balance, I will bring these up to you in a second. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we don't want to look at that yet. Angel of Balance, I want to plop in right there with the coloring. And even see how it's dark up here and all this light blue. And I feel like that there's this wisdom. I'm good, thank you. How are you? In the background. You have something. I got the power. And it's like, how do I want to go about this? How do I want to go about using my power? Maybe it's in a new position. Maybe you're in a new partnership and they, acknowledge your power, so you get to put it to use. And maybe you're in one before and power was taken away from you, or it was given away respectfully, whatever the case may be. Adjacent possibilities and the garden and the gate. Wherever you are going, whatever you are clearing up, cleaning up, coughing up, I want to say, like, be careful, because you've got the power. It's almost like thank you, in that movie Practical Magic, and she's like, and I'm not going to point at the camera just in case, and I wish you would get chicken pox, and she's like, don't say that, and then the kid gets chicken pox. Like, that's how powerful it feels.
Ophiuchus.
Maybe you want to watch the Ophiuchus reading. The garden and the gate brings me into the Taurian feeling. You might be working with a Taurus. Taurus might have something to do with it. Also, Aries Aries has come up twice. The Aries card, and it's also infused in the Emperor. I feel like being very grounded, slow and steady while all this is going on. Choices, choices, choices. You have choices. What is that I'm seeing? The movie Shazam, and they go in and find like whatever the cave is, and there's all these doors, and all these doors lead to different, I don't know if they're timelines or I don't know what they are, but they're all these different doors to, for simplicity's sake, we'll say dimensions. And I feel like you have that. And there is healing, a healer of the ages, because you have this balance to bring in for harmony for your hurts. You can actually harmonize your hurts, so the hurts aren't hurts anymore. And it's like this warrior mode, which is active and has its place, needs to rest. So it's like moving from survival to thrival in whatever respect that is. Personal, professional, creative, yada, 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 yada. But like, you're actually doing it by speaking it. By speaking it. Because you can also see power. You can see it when other people have it. And when they project and cough things up, and you're like, whoa, yeah, you're like, oh, no, you need to go. You need to be removed. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's in the way, the grace in which you walk away or towards things. Okay, truly closing out here. Oh my goodness. Aquas, I hope this has served you. If I didn't say so already, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thunder drum. I'm just going to take the one. Like, this is... Man, power. Power. Warrior of the heart is on the bottom. And this, as I'm going to close out here, it's like warrior of the heart. Things that have made you cold, that are ice picked, perhaps. Dana. And then I'm going to put in here the thunder drum in that tongue. Your speech is powerful. Okay, you get it. Until next time, Aquas, thank you so much for scrying with me.